Good morning, guys. Today is the 17th of April, and let's play today's daily challenge and see how far we are going to progress. Because today's challenge is either going to be an expert or a hard level puzzle. So let's see what's in store for us. All right. I'm going to start with the numbers first approach, meaning I'm going to start with numbers first. I'm going to look at all the placements for different numbers, and then I'm going to switch to the cell first approach, and then I'm going to switch back. So that's going to be our sequence today. So I'm going to start with number ones. I don't find any place where we can place a number one. Likewise, I don't see anything for number twos as well. Moving on to number threes. Again, only 2 threes, not much, not a very strong start as of today, but let's see what's in store for us. As you know, yesterday's game, just one single bottleneck and we were able to overcome the entire puzzle. Let's see whether we have that even today. So because of this 5 cutting across here, we can go and place a 5 safely here. And then we've at least had a start as of now. We've got 2 5s coming up here. We will have 2 5s coming here, but now I'm not going to be notating. I'm going to only place candidates which are clear and open. So over here in row number 5, I can see I can place a 6 in this cell because this 6 is cutting down here, this 6 is cutting across here, and this 6 is cutting across here. So I can place a 6 here. And all right, now if you look at row 7, so 7, yeah, row 7, we have a 6. If in row 7, you can't have a 6 here, you can't have a 6 here, you can't have a 6 here, or a 6 here, or a 6 here. The only place a 6 can go is over here. So we can place that safely. And likewise in column 6, you don't have a 6, you can't place a 6 here, you can't place a 6 here, you can place a 6 here, and you can't place a 6 here. So this is the only place a 6 goes. Let's see how we are able to go through the middle rounds where we are going to have definite challenges. So we can place a 8 here because of this 8 cutting across here, this 8 cutting across here, and this 8 cutting upwards here. So this is multi-dimensional scanning. So we can place an 8 here logically. Likewise, in column 4, you can see these numbers are filled up. You can't place an 8 here because of this 8 in this box. You can't place an 8 here, and you can't place an 8 here. The only place an 8 goes is in row 2, column 4. And likewise, in this particular column, we can place an 8 here. And just like that, we have completed for number 8s. And that's a good start, I think. Likewise, in column 4 again, we can't place a 9 here because of this 9. And we can't place a 9 here because of this 2 9s. So the only place a 9 can go is over here. And therefore, in row 2, a 9 can be placed here. All right. Now, I'm going to switch because we're finished from numbers 1 to 9. I'm going to switch to a cell first approach. Now, what's a cell first approach? I'm going to look for the minimum. For example, this is subgrid 5. We are missing a 3 and we are missing a 4. Now, let's start with number 3. In subgrid 5, there is a 3 that cuts across here. So we can't place a 3 here. So we can go and safely place. The only place for this 3 is last remaining cell is over here. Therefore, the last number that we can solve for here is number 4 in the dead center of the board, which is right out here. And okay, so we're finished for subgrid 5, which is always good. When the center is filled out, the corners get to we can cover the corners much more easily. All right, now if you look at row 5, we are missing a 1 and a 7, and a 1 and a 7 can come in either of these 2 places. Therefore, since Sudoku is a no guess game, we are not going to guess. We are not going to try and put a 1 here or a 7 there. No. Sudoku is purely elimination, and we are only going to place the cells when we know for 100% sure it is going to be that number. So we can't place a 1 and a 7, so we'll leave them open. And over here, we need a 9 and we need a 4. There we go. So a 4 cannot come here. So a 4 has to come here. So we can go ahead and place a 4 here, which is good. And just like that, in column 4, we can place a 4 here. That is the last number remaining in column 4. So that's good. All right. Any other two number candidates? All right. We've covered these two. Any other 2s? I don't see 2s. I'm moving on to 3s. Now this is a three cell candidate. So we need a 1, which can come either here or here. We need a 3. All right. 1 and we need a 1. 1 cannot come here. 1 can come here. A 3 cannot come here. So 3 has to come over here. And we need a 7. All right. Now this is what's a claiming pair. 1 and 7 cannot come here. So they have to come over here. These two cells are going to be a 1 and 7. Therefore, this cell is going to be open and the only number that can go in there is a number 3. So let's place that number 3 here. Good. Excellent. So we know 1 and 7 has to come here. And any other 3 candidates? All right, let's look at these 3 candidates. So we have a 1, we are missing a 2, and all 3 boxes can contain a number 2. We are missing a number 4, and we are missing a number 5, 2, 4, 5, and all 2, 4, 5 can come there. So not much. Oh, we are missing a single candidate here, which is number 7. Let's place that number 7. Oh no, it's not a 7. It's a number 9. Let's place a number 9 safely here. And just like that, we can solve for this number 9 because of these 2 number 9s cutting here and this 9 cutting across here. Good. Anything else? All right, I'm going to switch back to the numbers first approach. Now I'm going back to number 1s, and this is the recycle process. Over here, I am not able to see any other places where I can place a number 1. I'm going to number 2s. Number 2s as such, I am unable to place as well. Number 3s, the number 3s, there's a possibility over here and there's a possibility over here. But again, these are by values, and next round I'm going to start filling the by values. By values are in a particular row, box or column. If there are only 2 places where a number can go, I'm going to start filling them up. So far, we don't have number 5s as well. Let's look at number 6s. All right, we can place for a number 6 over here. Because of this 6 cutting down and this 6 cutting down, we can go and place a 6 here, which means we have completed number 6s, just like that. So we've completed the board for 6, and 6 has disappeared from our board. We can place a number 7 over here because this 7 cutting here and this 7 cutting here, this is the last place for the 7. And we know 1 and 7 are going to come over here. We need, don't see any other 7s. 7s come in here. Let's go on to 8s, 9s. Okay. Moving on to 1s. All right, now I'm going to start filling up the by value candidates. Let's do the by values. I'm putting my pencils on. So wherever only 2 places, so in subgrid 4, a 1 can come in 2 places. So I can go and place I'm notating. This is called basically by value notations, or it's also named after Thomas Snyder, the previous world champion, Sudoku world champion. So we can go and place a 1 and a 1 here. So I'm not placing 1s here. As you can see, this is try value, and I'm first going to do only by value placements, and you'll see why by value placements are very helpful. They are helpful for eliminating the doubles, hidden doubles. We can move on to number 3. I don't see any number 3s. All right, this is a by value candidate for 3. This is a by value candidate for 3, and this is also by value candidate for 3. And just because this is a by value and this is a by value in subgrid 1 and 2, you can see they form an X pattern. So either this 3 is true, or this 3 is true, this 3 is true, or this 3 is true. Therefore, in this row 3, we can place a 3 over here, which means because of this 3 and this 3 playing as an X, we can go ahead and safely in box number 6 place the number 3 over here. Fantastic. Okay. Moving on to number 4s. Going back to the notations, I can notate for number, oh no. Then I can notate a number 4 here. I know it accepted that 4 there. That means the 4 is actually true here, but we are not going to cheat. We are going to eliminate. We are going to play Sudoku by the rules of Sudoku. So let's place a 4 because Sudoku is so good for your brain. There's no point in taking a shortcut, So I'm going to place for a 5 over here. And just because a 5 will only come here because of this row, the only last 2 places a 5 can come over here or here. Therefore, a 5 cannot come here, which means a 5 can only come over here, which means a 5 in this row can come here and a 5 in this row can come here. So we finish for 7 5s. Moving on to 7s. All right, as we discussed before, this is a 7 and this is a 7. These 2 are 7s because of this 7 cutting across here. These 2 are 7s. Therefore, 7 cannot come here. And therefore, this is a very good point here. Now you can look at this. A 7 cannot come here because of these 2 7s. Because of this 7, a 7 can only come here. So we can go ahead and place the 7 over here, which means in this row, a 7 can only come over here because these 2 7s cuts across here, this 7 cuts across here, this 7 cuts across here, and therefore this is a place for 7. And just like that, we can place for number 7s here. Now we are coming back a full circle. We are able to solve for all the 7s. Fantastic. And just like that, we can solve for the 1s as well here. Right, I'm going to place a by value 1 over here because of this. I can place a by value 1 here. A 1 will only come over here. And likewise, a 1 will only come over here. I'm not going to place, this is a try value. I'm not placing try values as yet. I can place a by value 1 here because of this 4 3 4 3. So a 4 and a 3 and a 4 and a 3 has to come either here or here in this particular row. Therefore, I can go ahead and safely place a 1 here and here. And these ones form an X, and therefore I can go ahead and place a number 1. It's not a notation. I can place a number 1 with 100% certainty. Now, if you look at this particular row 3, we have a 4 and 3 sitting over here. It's either a 4 and 3 in one of these 2 boxes. Therefore, the missing number here is a number 2. So let's go and place a number 2 over here, and also notate for number 2s. We can place, it's a 1 and 2 here, and therefore 2 is going to come here, and therefore in this particular column 2, we can place a number 2 with certainty. And also with certainty, we know these, oh no, we know, I'm trying to notate. Okay. We can place a number 2 over here. Good, we've got a good start, but we are 14 minutes in. So today's game is a good game. We've got a few more numbers only left. All right, we can place a number 1 here. We can go ahead and finish for number 1s. Let's take out the pencils, marking it as a 1 here. And therefore, I can notate for 1s and 2s here. It's not picking up the notation. 1. Right, this is the complete notation for 1s. And we've got the 2s, going on to 3s, yes, we finished 3s. Looking at 4s, these 3 are 4s. We are going to do the values as well, the try values very soon. We've got the 6s completed, we have the 7s completed, we've also had the 8s completed and the 9s completed. So it's only the smaller numbers. Oh no, we haven't completed for 9s. As you can see, this 9 cuts across here, this 9 cuts across here, so we can place a 9 comfortably, not a pencil mark, we can place a 9 here. which means we can finish for 9s. And therefore, we can place a 1 over here. And I think this has opened up the puzzle for us. I think we can solve the puzzle. We are in the last few numbers, and let's dash to the finish line. I think it's going to be a good finish. Right, we are missing 1 4 here, and we can solve for all the single last remaining cells, and just like that, we have solved today's daily puzzle for the 17th of April. Thank you guys for watching.